I think the side quests are one of the best parts about ZA. There are 200 of them, and while some of them are kinda whatever, like battle this person but they use this strategy, which can still be fun provided you're not over-leveled, so many of them are just amazing. In the DLC side quests alone, you will follow a Mime Jr. on its first big mail pickup, fall victim to some underhanded marketing tactics from a Cubone, help this guy out on his first date, good luck on the second one, buddy. Conduct a fake robbery and find out that the police are powerless to stop you, help a trainer and her Frigibax make some friends, and meet Rosebud. Then there's all the cool hyperspace battles against the main characters, and all the mythical side quests too. Of course, some of the coolest quests are the ones where you give an NPC a Pokemon and they'll keep it in the overworld with them. So you can give people shinies if you want, and you get to see them every time you walk by. I definitely plan on hunting a shiny alpha for all of these quests in a future playthrough. This brings us to the reason I'm making this video. When I was playing Mega Dimension for the first time, I was completely blind on all the returning Pokemon. And it just so happens that Milotic, one of my top 6 favorite Pokemon, got added to the game. Feebas! Feebas! Milotic is in this game! Milotic! So naturally, I went and got an Alpha Feebas to use on my playthrough team, but then I needed to find a Prism scale so I could actually get Milotic. I hadn't found any evolution items in hyperspace yet, so I just assumed it came from a side quest. And after a little bit of looking, I found our friend Suzanne, whose name I'm not actually sure how to say. Our friend Susan here is just absolutely baffled on how both Magikarp and Feebas are classified as the fish Pokemon, but only Magikarp lives in Lumiose. I just wanted to get my Prism scale and didn't really feel like explaining how ecosystems work, so I went and got her a Feebas. She hopes they get along swimmingly, and gives me my Prism scale. So after leaving Susie, Houndour, and her new Feebas friend to get along, I went and evolved my Feebas and moved on with my playthrough. So imagine my surprise when I wander back through here later, only to find that Sarah released the Feebas I brought her into the wild. 1, rude and ungrateful. 2, I would have gladly taken it back. And 3, look at what you've done. You have completely disrupted this ecosystem. I'm sure it won't be too big of a problem because Feebas and Magikarp are so similar, but I know Sasha did not think of that. Regardless, I do have to thank Sam for doing this, because this means Feebas is now huntable outside of hyperspace. As soon as I saw Feebas could be hunted here, I knew I wanted to do it. It unfortunately can't be alpha, but it's still cool being able to hunt an otherwise hyperspace exclusive Pokemon in normal Lumiose. So I spent a few hours drawing a new background for my overlay, and a Feebas to go on that overlay, then went live and started hunting. The strat I used to hunt Feebas here was just to fly to Cafe Wolf, run forward and check everything, then fly again. This seemed like it was quicker than just running back and forth. Because once I think once everything is available on the Switch, like once you can literally... Oh my god! That's a shiny Feebas. Already. 364 encounters for a shiny Feebas. Here in normal Lumiose City. We have our friend Susan to thank for this. Oh, it just sparkled. Look at that. It looks so small next to the Magikarp. I cannot believe I found this thing so fast and first phase. Night is falling over the city. That's a good one. That's a really good one. He's looking back at me too. He loves to look out the window. Alright, now you're gonna stay in the sport ball, right? He is. That's a shiny Feebas in Lumiose City. Not hyperspace. He is bold. Whoa! We were talking about IVs earlier. Look, he has 2 zeros in speed and defense. Just the best thing about Feebas. Throw on the fish islands. Alright, since we were talking about mythicals at the time, he is mythical. And, you know, catching a Feebas in Lumiose City where Feebas is not found, I'd say that's pretty mythical. Vert Sector 4. The only way to get a Feebas with this Met location. I named him kind of in the same vein as my the Feebas from my Violet Oak challenge, who was my favorite Pokemon on that team. Honestly, I did not expect this hunt or this video to be over so soon. Getting Feebas first phase like that, and in only 364 encounters, almost made it feel like I didn't even do this hunt. But don't get me wrong, I will very gladly take a shiny Feebas that fast. Most of my time lately has been spent editing a video about my first ZA playthrough, kind of like a movie type thing, and I'm hoping to get that out somewhat soon. I mean, I know it's already been like 3 months since the game came out, but I'm a slow editor. You know, it is kind of funny. I've taken so many Pokemon to the cafes before to get pictures and stuff, and even if they're just slightly too big, they gotta sit off to the side. Yet you bring Feebas here, a Pokemon who doesn't even sit down, and he gets to use the chair. I think I'm gonna go have a word with Grizel about getting some bigger chairs for this place.